Hi Capricorn, welcome to your reading. This is going to be for mid-December. It is for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. If this one doesn't resonate, definitely check out those other placements. It is a general reading, so it may not resonate for everyone who watches. So we're going to get into your current energy, the near future, and then what Spirit wants you to focus on. And then we will check into your person's energy and your energy and see what's going on there as well. All right, so if you are returning, welcome back. If you are new, welcome. I hope you'll stay. I am available for personal readings. If you'd like one of those, the information's in the description box below this video or any of my videos and in my About section. All right, so let's get into your energy and see what's going on for you mid-month. I just saw the Nine of Cups, which is a good indication that I saw the Five of Pentacles and then the Nine of Cups, which means I feel like you're finally abandoning old thought processes, things that have been kind of weighing you down recently, and recognizing that your happiness is what truly matters. Not anything else, not anyone else, just what brings you joy. So over the next couple of weeks, you may find yourself sort of disconnecting from anything that brings you any angst. I mean, we all have ups and downs in our lives, but in this case, I'm going to say that's really going to be your primary focus. It is your season coming up. So during your birthday month, I'm going to say Spirit's sort of kind of giving you this push with something that's, again, we're always closing out cycles. So it feels like there is something else. There's your card that has had you feeling not quite yourself. It could be thoughts about the future with the Two of Wands. Let's see. In the near future, we have the King of Pentacles, the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, and then we have the King of Wands. Okay, so you've got somebody here who's got two sides to their personality. Now, what Spirit wants you to focus on, the Knight of Swords with the Chariot card and the Five of Wands in reverse. The overall energy is the Judgment card. So you have a choice to make. Happiness is a choice. Now, there are always going to be ups and downs, like I said in the beginning, about life, difficult choices, things like that. But I feel like this is Spirit saying, we're always here for you if you just ask for our guidance. Judgment is not just about making choices. It can be a lot of different things. If some of you have something popping up in the legal system, I feel like I just want to say that something about that is going to be okay. The judgment's going to be made in your favor is what I just heard. That came out of the blue. That may not be for everybody. I can see here that there's like praying, please, can we get to the other side of this situation? I just don't want to deal with it any longer. I just want it to be done. That's for maybe even just one of you. For others of you, this is praying that things that you are hoping for, that you're wishing for, with that Nine of Cups that I saw earlier, to come true. But I think now. You're in a different place. It's like going into your birthday season, something has shifted, and you realize that if something's got to close out before you start something new, then allowing it to happen, yes, and just asking for guidance along the way is the best that you can do. Sometimes we just can't force things into fruition. In this case, they just are saying, pay attention to that. And for the others of you that this might pertain to a legal situation, I'm going to say keep your prayers going and also keep thinking as positively as you can. Obviously, the outcome's going to be what the outcome is, but I think things are going to be fine. Yeah. And look at that. The Nine of Cups came right out after that card. So it is really about you focusing on the things that bring you joy. And I think that's what Spirit's going to be guiding you to do during the next month, meaning during your birthday time, and leaving behind anything that doesn't create that joy for you. I mean, it's saying exactly what I said in the beginning. The Hanged Man just says at times you could still feel a little bit stuck. But as you walk away from those situations that do seem to bring you down, that's when things start to really move. Now, it's a conflicting energy. So at times, yes, you're going to have some stressful moments when you're trying to focus on self-love and just trying to find joy in the present moment. But it doesn't mean that things aren't moving forward if you feel like they're not going as quickly as you had hoped. All right, so let's go ahead and get into your current energy. So something is definitely trying to close out. Whatever it is that's keeping you from your full potential, Spirit's like, look into what you want to create. Look into the future. What's holding you back? Is it fear? Is it something that has stood in your way for a long time? Do you have something else that you need to look at that needs to be released in order for you to move forward? Whatever it is that you desire in your life, if you take a deep, deep look and see what it is that's preventing you from feeling like you're getting there, one, allow yourself the time to get there, because it isn't about the race, it's about the journey, meaning getting to the end of it. You want to make sure that you allow yourself to just live in the moments instead of racing towards that final moment and feeling, because there's always going to be something else you're trying to achieve. So they want you to take a peek at this right now in the current energy. What's been holding you back and keeping you from feeling like yourself? That's what you're going to need to work on during your birthday month. And that's going to help you clear some spider webs, some things that may have been clogging up the brain or keeping you foggy or not giving you a clear picture of what's coming, because the feelings will be there. The joy will start to bubble up in you if you allow yourself to release that. You'll notice that the things that you desire will start to bring you joy even if they haven't come to you yet. That's an indication that things are coming your way. So definitely focusing on the future is great while you live in the present moment. God, that's such a conundrum. We all live in that difficult space of trying to focus on right now and planning for the future as well. So right now, just releasing that, whatever that is for you, so that you can close up that cycle and get moving. Now, in the near future, we have the King of Pentacles with the Wheel of Fortune in reverse and the King of Wands in reverse. Could some of you be dealing with two people? Absolutely. You could have somebody new showing up in your life that seems very stable and grounded in the near future. And then you have somebody from your past that is turned upside down. So this is someone whose energy was not particularly capable of opening up, connecting on a really deep level. And I think if you go back and look at, I don't want to focus too much on the past, because that was necessary for you to trigger whatever you needed to be triggered in order for you to heal it, you're going to realize that there's some benefit to that. The Wheel of Fortune in reverse is just saying that there's some teetering between energies. So even if you're not with the person, obviously, if I said the past, then there's something that's keeping you from really moving forward with a new person. Maybe you haven't found a new person yet because you still have feelings for the past. Now, some of you are going to have somebody from your past show up. The last reading said so. Yes, it pops up. So some of you, yes, that's going to happen. Others of you, it may not. It's just the energy showing up and saying that that's, believe it or not, even if you think you've gotten over it, I still feel like there's a little bit of something that might be holding you back. Now, I'm going to switch gears to a work situation. The King of Pentacles, to me, can represent somebody who's a boss, somebody who's very much in control. If you're having something happen at work that feels unfortunate, maybe you're having an issue with another person, masculine or feminine, doesn't matter, and you're not quite sure how to deal with that situation, I feel like going to another person, meaning a higher up, is going to help you resolve that issue with that person. All right. We'll clarify all of this in just a moment. So what Spirit wants you to focus on, the Knight of Swords, the Chariot, and the Five of Wands in reverse. So with these two cards being in reverse, with the Chariot right in the center, I'm going to say the Knight of Swords is usually somebody who's very clear, open, honest, and moves pretty quickly. It's like, remember I said there's mental fog. So there could be some things before you move forward, meaning something that you really want to push into that's been a little bit of an internal battle. Maybe you felt like, what's the word they're looking for? It's like you're almost having back and forth in your head about what the next step is. And this is where that let go, let God moment is, where you just pray and you trust that things are going to move forward. When I said the Knight of Swords in reverse is someone who's very clear and open, and I'd mentioned you were foggy before, it feels like there's a lack of clarity as to the direction that you're going. So is it coming to you? Absolutely. But they want you to focus on where you direct your energy, who you open up to as well, and be cautious with anybody who seems to be difficult or competitive. That's one message. The other is clearing the fog and getting clear. And then this could also just be that Moving, well, hold on, because there's 3 different messages. Moving could be a possibility. That's popping up for some of you as well with the Chariot card. Now, this could also mean that you were dealing with somebody from a distance and they've stopped communicating. That's another message. Probably because there has been some type of drama or arguments or difficulty. And then, so the move, the one person, and then the getting clear with the fog that's in your mind. That's going to help you move forward. All right. I'm going to try to get as many messages as I can for you guys. Now, let's look back and clarify the world in reverse with the devil in reverse. So what is it that's holding you back? Or keeping you from really closing out this cycle? The Ace of Wands. So I think what they want to say with that is that whatever it is that fires you up, remember I said you're going to know because you're going to start getting those feelings that things are about to shift and change. And I feel like this is what's coming. So it could, like I've mentioned, be during your birthday month that this is where those new beginnings start to sort of bubble up on the inside, and then you feel the push, you hear the way, in other words, the messages, you get the downloads, you understand what Spirit's trying to tell you and what the next steps are that are going to get you back to a place where you're feeling like yourself again. All right, so let's look at the devil in reverse with the 2 of Wands. And then we have the Lovers. Could there be a new beginning? Most definitely. This is the current energy. So something, if this has not happened for you already, may pop up in the next couple of weeks. You may meet someone who's interested in the future, who's interested in pursuing you. Whomever this is, this energy is going to start off very fiery. You're going to know as soon as you meet this person. If you're interested in single and you don't have anything going on and this is what you're open to, it's going to be something that really gets you going inside. In other words, a very chemical-like attraction. And I do believe that that person thinks about the future as well. So they won't have difficulty opening up and telling you what it is that they're looking for and what they desire. It's like they know they have the world in their hands. In other words, they can create anything that they want. So they want a partner that feels and thinks the same way. All right, let's look at the King of Pentacles with the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. And then we have the 7 of Wands. So something at work has definitely got you on the defensive. You may feel like people are coming at you every which way to Sunday. Kind of sideways too. And it's creating this sense of, I don't know if I can deal with this much longer. The Wheel of Fortune in reverse is like things just aren't changing or shifting in the way that you had hoped. And if you're having difficulty with somebody there, it could be more than one person. You could just feel on edge for a little bit until there's some moves. Right now, I'm not seeing any movement until a little bit later, but the Chariot is definitely suggesting that there could be movement. All right, let's see, the Hermit. Okay. So in this particular card, I always point out that there's a snake and he's shining the light on the snake. He's standing on what looks like a bridge that's kind of floating. And at times you may feel that way. You may feel like you're sort of an alien within this world we live in. Like you stand alone and you've had to shine the light on a lot of different snake-like energies. He's very clearly seeing what people are about. So somebody recently has shown themselves to you and you've shown a light on it, and they're just saying you're right, basically. They're confirming that the way you've had to defend yourself with this particular individual, you were right to do so. I don't think they have a really good intention, so just be cautious of whoever this person is for you. The King of Pentacles, there is definitely somebody who's very stable around you that has your back. So just those are the people that you really want to lean on and maybe even confide in, because if you feel like there's a lot coming at you or there's this particular person and it's difficult to deal with, then expressing that to the people who you know have your back is a good idea. All right, let's see if there's anything else from that. Right now, I'm not picking anything else up from that particular area. Now let's go to what Spirit wants you to focus on. So the Page of Wands is popping up with the Knight of Swords in reverse and the Chariot. So what's going to get you out of that clouded kind of headspace that I feel like you're in at times, where you just don't feel like you can think clearly about what movements you want to make, the Page of Wands is going back. It's saying take a step back, close down everything that's going on, and really think about what's going to bring you that kind of joy. I say this in all my readings, and I'm not going to stop because it's so important. The pages are the young energies. So it's like, go back and remember what it's like as a child to just enjoy life, to have enthusiasm about the future. When we get into, say, mid-age, it doesn't matter what age you want to say, even in your 50s, sometimes you can get to a place where you're like, what do I have to look forward to now? Well, there's a lot. So it's go back and look at that and think, what used to give me the drive and the passion and the desire to go out there and do the things that I want to do? It may be different than it was, but you can still have that childlike energy. That helps clear things up as well. It helps to kind of get your mind clear and not hold on to so much of what weights us down as we become adults. It really does. It makes it difficult to take steps forward because we've been jaded by the past. We've had difficult experiences, difficult relationships. And at times I think we forget that we can just have fun whenever we want. You can choose to just go have a really good time. And I think that's what they're saying. Is let your mind clear itself before you take any steps, and just focus on the things that will bring you some type of joy. Okay, now let's look at the Chariot with the Five of Wands in reverse. We've got the High Priestess in reverse. Okay, so at times you do not trust your intuition, especially when it's trying to guide you to the things that will bring you joy. Maybe at times you're like, no, I don't think that's going to be very much fun, or no, I don't really want to go that way. I'm not sure that that's going to work out. If it's feeling really strong and you're being pushed, follow it. You don't know until you try. So try to focus on that. Try to trust that what they're showing you is really going to bring you joy. They know better than you do. They're the ones looking out for you down here. They know what your soul contract is because they being the people that are looking out for you, were part of that. So if you don't trust what you're feeling, that means you're not trusting what you're being given. And that's not good. So we've got to go back and check in again and say, okay, not only is it there to protect me, but it's also there to guide me in the direction of what's going to bring me happiness in my life. Not just lessons and learning and things like that. It's also about bringing you joy. Right? And that's where the Nine of Cups came in. So do what makes you happy during your birthday month. Anything that it is, it doesn't matter. It's going to be different for all of you. Please go experience the things that bring you joy. Okay, so I am going to clear this energy and we'll get into your person and your energy and see what's going on there. Let me give these a clear. All right, so the card that wanted to stay out is the King of Wands. So whoever this is that you're experiencing some difficulty with, I'm going to say you've probably experienced people like this before, and it's a reminder of someone in your life, and it could be triggering some things for you. Feel into it and let yourself really feel what it's triggering for you, because it's helping you release and shift at. Remember I said we're closing out a cycle again. You're always closing out cycles. So whatever this person's bringing up for you, allow yourself to really feel deeply into it, and then you'll realize what it is that they're triggering, and then you can recognize it and release it. All right, so I am going to grab this deck as usual, and we'll get into your person. Push up my sleeves really quick. Okay. What's going on with Capricorn and their person, please? Feel one more shuffle. Okay, one more cut. There we go. All right, so your person's energy is the King of Swords. All right, this person is just not being honest about how they feel. The Six of Wands, the Ten of Pentacles in reverse, and then the Page of Wands. Your energy is the King of Cups, the Five of Cups, the World, and Three of Pentacles. Good. The overall energy is the Ten of Swords. So for some of you, you're done. You don't want to deal with this anymore. Maybe you're looking into it just to see what's going on. That's going to be, I've just had too much of this. It's too dramatic. I don't want to deal with it. And I'm going to lay down the stress of this situation. I'm going to focus on myself. With the Four of Pentacles, he's holding back. In other words, you're holding back your energy and putting it back onto you. I think this was a really difficult decision for you, but really, in the end, it's going to make you much happier. I'll read this as many ways as I can so that we can try to hit on each person's situation. Whoever this is, I don't feel like is being very clear. Sometimes not honest. The Six of Wands, at times, it could seem like things are going really well. Other times, it seems like things are falling down all over the place and they're just difficult. This person's definitely having some financial issues. If you have any questions about that. Do I think they want the relationship to work? Yes, but I don't think they're being honest about it. I don't think they've spoken to you and told you that that's how they feel. If that's someone that you're not speaking to, they're not going to come out and say anything about it. I don't think they want to, but I see that they do want things to work out. So if they're having trouble around their finances, I don't think they're going to disclose that to you as well. The Page of Wands, to me, I'm picking up the energy of someone who's paying attention to what you're doing. So I don't know if they're actually watching you, whether it be on social media or not. For some of you, it may be, but I do feel like they keep an eye on you. They either ask about what's going on with you or they keep an eye on you. Now, you are the King of Cups, the Five of Cups, the World, and the Three of Pentacles. If you had been dealing with someone in a third-party situation, you're shutting that shit down. The World card is saying, remember I said you're going through the shift. So right now your energy is all about the new. I think you have a lot of love for this person and for yourself. But there's something around this that's created some sadness, and I just don't think you want to sit in that energy any longer. Now, with the Three of Pentacles, it can be at times you just don't know if you can work things out, because this can represent a lot of different things. It is about people coming together, collaborating, agreeing on things, whatever, however you want to look at it. And right now, I just think you have a realization that it's going to be difficult. The two of you may not see eye to eye all the time. I think it makes you really sad, but a part of you may feel like you need to move on and start something new in your life. If this person isn't, now last week it seemed like they were going to come towards you. Right now I feel like you're focused more on you. Yes, I think you're a little bit sad. If you are with this person currently, you're going through some massive changes, and I just don't know that they can handle those massive changes, right? When we love ourselves more, we tend not to be as accessible to other people. And that can be really difficult for a partner who is accustomed to the amazing Capricorn energy, which is, I will take care of you, your dog, your kids, the world, and everybody else, and work my job, and do all of the house. You know, that's just who you guys are. And when you start to pull back and focus on yourself, other energies don't particularly care for that because they like it. All right, so the honeymoon card. Enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. For those of you that are together, maybe the holidays will be kind of a refreshing break. For others of you, you could have been thinking about what it would be like to marry this person, and maybe you weren't sure if it could go to that place or not. Heart-to-heart conversations, honestly discuss your feelings with each other. That's always a good idea, but can you both be upfront? Because you've got to be really honest about the changes that you're making and the shifts. And if they can't accept that about you, that's going to be a tough conversation. Because some people stay the way that they are because that's what they're meant to do. You're meant to shift and possibly move on and meet another partner. It's hard to wrap your brain around, but that's how things work. All right, and then we have wedding. This situation involves marriage. So this could be a marriage for you. It could be that you thought you were going to marry this person. All right, and then let go of control issues. Allow the situation to unfold naturally. Healing family issues, your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. A lot of you are still going through some of that healing. So yes, it's going to be difficult to find that partner that you really want to have a true settling down. For those of you that want to settle down, get married, and have children, then yes, you're going to have to let go and just see how this unfolds for you. For those of you that have already been through that stage, and maybe this is somebody after you've already done all those things, this is the same scenario. It's like we have to decide. We can't control it or them. We can only control how we feel and how we react. So if that person is not going to come along with you on this journey, then you can't force them, and you've got to make a decision about what's going to make you happy, what's going to bring you the most joy in your life. So yes, it does feel like at some point there will be conversations about how to move forward and whether you should or shouldn't. And others of you, you may just be in a place where you're waiting to see if this person's actually going to pop up into your awareness as you start or continue to make a lot of changes in your life. All right, so let's look at the Lover's Oracle. This is for Capricorn. All right, this card is popping out. This one as well. I'm going to grab this first. It says, when it comes to matters of the heart, there is no right or wrong. Every choice you make expands your understanding of life and love. That can't be more true. We can have several soulmates, maybe one twin flame, but several soulmates that can teach us a lot of different things about love. And then we have secret admirers. Someone has deeper feelings for you than they are letting on. That's the truth. For a lot of you, you probably don't realize that somebody does. And then let there be closeness between you, but always give each other space. Love never claims, it simply allows and gives. All right, so some of you may feel like you need to just kind of take a deep breath and not focus too much on the relationship over the holidays. That's for those of you that are still in one. And for those of you that are in separation, it's just a matter of focusing on what's right in front of you now and allowing this to unfold when it's meant to. Okay, so let's get a couple of messages for you from the Wisdom of the Oracle. This is for Cap. Go with the flow. There you go. To the Sea is my go with the flow card. And then we have flexible. So you're getting all the cards that say kind of, as hard as it may be, try to relax into the energy and let things flow over your birthday season. This is all about new beginnings. So yes, something new is going to happen over this period of time. It's inevitable when your birthday season comes around. Something's changing for you. And if you can allow yourself to be more flexible, it'll be much more peaceful than if we try to control what's going on. There are some big changes, fives, but you're going to be much more peaceful when you allow this to just kind of relax and unfold for you. All right, and then we have a leg up. There's a lot of sevens for you guys. Sevens are going to be significant. I feel like you're going to see them probably on the clocks. That could be your birth date. The 19th could be your birthday. The 23rd for some of you. And then we have fork in the road. So that reduces to a 4. Yes, there's lots of areas of your life where you could feel like you're at a fork in the road. Like either I'm going to do this or I'm not going to do this. I need to make a decision. Take a deep breath and just allow yourself to feel into it. And when it's time, it will happen. I promise you, the things you desire will always, always come into your awareness, and you can choose whether you want to go that direction or not. Right now, you're probably going to have a couple of choices, but try to fall into being as flexible as you can over this period of time, and I think you'll enjoy it a lot more. All right, my loves, I hope this helped. Thank you so, so much for all of your support, your likes, shares, comments, and subscribes. If you'd like a personal, as I said before, it's in the description box below the video or in my About section. Hope you have an amazing mid-month, and I'll see you in the next one. Lots of love. Take care.